Aloha and welcome to Showcase Hawaii, Hawaii's only home shopping show. I'm Wayne Nunes.
And I'm Lori Nunes.
And we have another new show for you. I know the holiday season is over, but when you think about it, there's a holiday almost every month. And if there's not a holiday, there's a birthday, anniversary, a baby luau. I don't care what it is. There's something every month that's going on.
I'm always so impressed because we do have a lot of customers that really stay on top of their gifting and they buy everything in advance and they have everything ready to go and they send things out earlier. You know, I'm so envious and I always ask them for tips and tricks because, you know, they're just really good about that. I mean, your mom was great. She would always send you a birthday card early. She always sent things, you know, ahead of time if it was a holiday.
But
I just thought that was really good.
We're always looking out for new things for you to send.
Yeah.
And this Flower Lei Heart Pendant is a new item. We only have a limited number of these, but it's that special item that, you know, isn't too expensive, that you could send to pretty much anybody that loves plumerias or hearts.
Yes.
This particular item has that beautiful little CZ, that's a pink CZ in the middle of the plumeria flower. And that plumeria flower dangles independently from the heart itself.
I always like when it has that feature because it moves with you and it just adds a different element so it's not just a static pendant. It actually has that movement.
Now we're including an 18-inch chain and it does adjust, so you could adjust it higher or lower, as with all our 18-inch adjustable chains. The thing I like about this particular item too is that you have that perfect plumeria in the center with the cubic zirconia in the center, and then the lei or the heart is made up of a bunch of plumerias that are kind of brought together in this nice organic shape of a heart.
Right, like a lei going around in a heart shape.
So all the little flowers, you know, are coming together to form that heart. So I really love that. But we've featured other items in silver that have pink cubic zirconias.
Yes.
So this will match perfectly with that, and you could add it to your collection. Or if you're going to gift it to somebody, it will, that you've already gifted a pink cubic zirconia too. This will match in their collection.
Which is nice because we're always talking about either starting a collection for yourself or helping someone else start a collection, which you can then kind of add to and help with them mixing and matching or putting things together that they can wear either together or separately.
Now we have beautiful gift boxes that we're going to put this in, so you don't have to worry about that because we have our own design of gift boxes that we include when you purchase one of our items. We're also offering, as you know, or maybe you're new watching it, we offer free shipping to throughout Hawaii and to the mainland too.
I wanted to point out that this has an adjustable chain, and what makes that so great is depending on what collar line you're wearing, you can wear it longer or you can wear it shorter. And I also want to say that, you know, hearts are not just for sweethearts, let's say. So I just had someone that I was talking to today, Cheryl, she called, and she was buying a heart for herself and a heart for her sister. And she said, oh, it's her birthday coming up, and so I want to be able to gift her something. And it just is so sweet to me. It's really nice when you think of someone and you get them that gift that's unexpected. And she was saying, oh, I know that she loves silver, so she's really going to love this. And I just thought that was really sweet. And then I had another customer for his granddaughter. He had purchased our CZs that were heart-shaped, and so he wanted to give her this gift, which he thought she could pair together, like you were saying.
Now, we have so many things on our website. If you haven't visited our website, it's at www.showcasehawaii.tv. And a few shows back, we mentioned that we're being broadcast on the mainland now. So for all that the people watching on the mainland all the way up into Hawaii.
Yes.
Into Alaska, we've gotten calls.
Yes.
Now, if you're watching, you get free shipping.
I know, which is amazing, right? I mean, a lot of people don't expect that, and they're really surprised. But it has been a lot of fun, I think, seeing all the different cities, all the different states, people watching. They'll call while they're watching. We had someone from Louisiana call, and she said, I was just there recently, and I just loved swimming in the ocean. And so she was looking at a lot of our sea life pendants, and it's just really interesting hearing their stories of them visiting. Someone else called, and she said, I'm on my way to Hawaii. So it just makes the world a little bit smaller, because you're in contact and in connection with everyone. And I think we just always feel really nice that we're bringing people together, and they're sharing their experience, and then they want to send gifts to friends and family just to share the aloha, what they experience here, and then they want to take back a little bit of aloha with them.
It's like Lori said, we really enjoy doing that. It's nice for us to do that, and it's a lot of fun. It's almost like when we're trying to feature new things for the month, for us, it's kind of this hunt, because we've been doing it for so long. Immediately when we design our item, see the finished product, or see a new item that we feature from all around, we'll know if it's going to work or not for our audience and for you, because we've been doing it for so long that we see something and we can pinpoint what the features are that you might like. So we're constantly looking, and we're constantly saying, this will work, this won't work, this will work. But, as we do that, or as we've done that over the years, we've been able to curate this beautiful collection of pieces that you can have for yourself, or you can send out to friends or family.
Well, it's a nice affirmation, because even today Lorraine called, and she said, I get so many compliments on my jewelry, and I just want to thank you so much for offering such great items at these affordable prices, because then she's able to add to her collection and also to send gifts out. So she was buying multiple items. But it's always really nice. Glenn called the other day, and he said, I'm just calling to thank you, because my grandkids just loved all their gifts. And I guess it was just nice for him to have somebody to talk to, because he called a few times to kind of get advice, and then he was just super excited to receive it. But it really meant a lot to me that he took the time to call us, and to he just was like, I just called to thank you, and I just really appreciate you guys. And then when he was saying goodbye, he said, love you guys. And I just, I think that's so nice.
Well, we get a lot of people like that will call or email or text, or, some people say, I really love watching the show if we're about town. And that's really nice too. But we're always happy to meet our customers. And we're always happy to bring new things like this Flower Lei Heart Pendant to you, because, again, we saw it and we thought, this is special. I think there's going to be a lot of people like this.
Right.
You were saying that it's very light, so you don't even notice that it's on.
Yes, and that's what I like. It definitely looks more expensive than what we have listed. And it's funny, because I was also having that conversation with someone where I was telling her, I always have this discussion with Wayne, should we raise the price so that people think, wow, it's really expensive, and, it's of value?
Well, it's, they teach you in business and marketing, it's public perception or perceived value. But for me, my goal in creating, or our goal in creating this show, was to bring you affordable pieces that were well made, had high quality, and that your you feel proud to wear or give.
Right.
So for us, we thought we have to come to a nice point where we can price it where it's attainable for a large number of people, but at the same time we have to make sure we stay in business. So that's why we've been in business for so long, because I think we created that nice balance.
But I do think that our longtime customers recognize and realize that. That's why they're always calling to say thank you. And it's our new customers who are just amazed and I think really excited when they receive it for the first time.
Exactly. Now, our Koa bar scroll pendant, I really love this. We featured something similar several years back. It did really well. We're bringing it back. It has that perfect balance of Koa and scroll work. And, you know, we have a lot of jewelry that has Koa in it, and we have a lot of jewelry that has Hawaiian scroll. And then we have a combination, and this is one of those combinations.
I like it.
This is great for a man or a woman. And even the bail has a little bit of scroll work on it too.
Right. It's all those nice little touches and little finishes. We always say that each piece of Koa on a pendant is going to be slightly different and unique to that piece, which I love.
Well, the grain is different for every piece.
Right.
So when you put it in there, it's going to look different. The other thing is we have it coated in a resin coating.
Yes.
So it actually pops the grain out a little more. It gives that deep, rich color to the grain, and it protects it at the same time.
So it has that shine and luster, but you don't even know that there's anything there.
Well, I think that the fact that you have the Koa on one side and the scroll work on the other, the scroll work from afar almost looks like a row of diamonds or CZs because it picks up the light. That's really beautiful. And I love wearing it because it has that vertical format to this.
Right.
And so it just kind of elongates. So if you're wearing a collared shirt like I'm wearing, it fits right down into the collar.
Right.
But again, I said this is for a man or a woman, so either one could wear this. And it's a really nice addition to your collection. You could wear it dressed up or you could wear it dressed down, and I think it will hold up to any situation that you're wearing it, because it does look kind of fancy, but the Koa really kind of brings a earthiness to it, and it makes you feel very connected to the nature and the environment. So
well, we have so many people telling us that they have children, nieces, nephews, family members that are having important events happen in their life, you know. So maybe they're moving away, or they are getting their job for the first time, or their apartment for the first time. You know, it's just so many special moments that they want to mark, and you want them to have something that they're going to wear and think of you. And I always love when someone will, you know, come up to me and say, "Oh, that's so beautiful, and where's that from? And, you know, where did you get that?" And it's so funny. Almost everyone I've spoken to recently has told me that someone will come up to them and ask them about their jewelry. And they'll tell them, you know, where they got it from. I got it from Showcase Hawaii. And they'll tell them about the show and about the website. But for me, I think it's really special when someone can say, "Oh, my uncle gave it to me," or "My auntie gave it to me," or, you know, "My grandma gave it to me," or "My grandfather." It's just, it opens up that conversation to talk about your family or to talk about Hawaii.
And you know how people love to talk about themselves. Well, you know, it's funny because I was talking to my daughter and I said, it's funny that we get a lot of callers, and they said, "Oh, how are you?" And I said, "Oh, fine, how are you?" And then now they love to actually tell me how they are, which I love too, because when we're talking to our customers, they give us these great stories. And of course, we have to say, "Oh, you know, I want to talk about that on the show. Can I?" And that's why sometimes we pick up the phone, because if we see somebody we recognize, it feels like an old friend because they're part of our ohana. And we've had people shopping with us for the past 15 years.
Right. Well, if you're new to the show,
Mm-hmm.
then you may not know that we used to have brick and mortar shops for over 10 years. And so people would watch the show, they'd come into the store, they'd chat with us, and that was a lot of fun. And then because we had that interaction with the customers, we were able to share with you that they told us this is what they loved about it, this is what they liked.
We found so many like hole-in-the-wall places to eat, or special places around the island, or new friends through just people coming into the shop.
Right, and telling us where their favorite places were or what they had done. I mean, just recently we found a spot that we had never been to that had this beautiful view, and I thought, I can't believe I've never been here. And then
I'm not going to tell you because it's not like me just telling you. It's me telling what I think we're broadcast to over, I thought it was over 400,000 households.
Yes.
So I don't know how many of you are tuning in at one time.
Right.
But if I told you and everybody went to this particular lookout spot, could you imagine? It would be crowded.
Well, it's funny. We were just watching. We always tell you we watch these K-dramas, right? And in fact, we've had viewers call up and say, which ones do you watch? Because they want to watch the same ones. But we were just watching one, and it was about someone who returned to their hometown.
Which was a tourist, similar to Hawaii, which was a tourist spot.
So they had been away for about 18 years, and then they came home, and they were wanting to revisit all the places that they used to love going to. And it would always be, in their minds, whenever they thought of these places and they looked at the pictures they had taken, it was pure serenity, really quiet. No one else was there back in the day. So now they go back to see those same places because they wanted to take new updated photos. And they were just shocked. They're like, what happened to this place? It turned into, this really crowded site. Everybody's taking photos, and
was in every photo. So it made us think. We went to I went on a particular hike, and the last time I remember the hike, it was a little rough. So the hike itself, it was not paved, and it wasn't dangerous, but it was a hike. So I thought, I'm going to revisit that and go back again. So Lori wasn't able to go, so I took some friends, and I thought, I told them it's not that crowded, but it's a little bit of a hike, and you have to make sure you bring water and this and that. So we end up getting there, and I forgot about this. They had renovated the parking lot, and they had renovated the hike. So it's not really a hike. It's more like a walk.
Like paved?
Up the hill. It was all paved. It was beautiful. But by doing that and expanding the parking lot, it invited so many more people to go and experience that. And then the paved portion had so many more people. They had people in scooters. They had people, groups, everything that you could imagine. And then the lookout points were even crowded.
Right.
People had their own personal speakers, wireless speakers, and they were playing music. So that serenity of being there by yourself or having that photo with nobody in it, that was all gone. So as social media gets out there and people share photos, that personalized little hot spot or secret spot of yours is no longer a secret because somebody's actually has been there before you and taken a picture of it and posted it.
Yes.
But if they're going to do that, they should wear one of our Showcase Hawaii pieces.
Your koa pendant.
Exactly. Like my koa pendant, because then if it goes viral, we will be so busy we won't know what to do.
Right.
Not that we aren't busy, but this is a beautiful piece. And we were saying it's great for anniversary, a birthday, any holiday that you could think of that you do gift giving.
And it's always nice to get something early because you know what it's like when the date's getting closer and closer or you're running around trying to find something. It's just so frustrating and stressful.
It's more, it takes the fun out of gift giving when you're so stressed out about it. And then to go and have to find a box too. So we take care of that, including a gift box for all our pieces.
Looking for Hawaii-inspired items at affordable prices? Watch Showcase Hawaii at 6:30 a.m., 3 p.m., and 12:30 a.m. every day on Spectrum Channel 1016. And here's a look at all the specials that we're offering this month.
Our Honu cubic zirconia pendant is a favorite.
It is.
For a lot of people. I mean, we sold a lot of these. And I got to point out, with this particular item, it's neat because the fins and the legs move independently. We have featured this in the past, but we always bring back things that we feel did really well. We still have a limited amount of these left, but they sold really well. Now, we offer them in purple, pink, or blue, and it includes that chain that adjusts, the heavier chain, Chopin chain.
Yes.
Because this isn't heavy, but it's a more
substantial
piece, not in a big way.
I think that everyone was commenting, men and women, that it was so cute, and it was
different, yeah.
They loved the fact that, like you said, the fins would move independently and the head would move, and it just gave it a different dimension and a fun aspect, I think. And you know what's funny is we always get customers or viewers who say, oh, I saw it a month ago. Does that mean you don't have it anymore? Or I meant to get it, but I just didn't get around to calling in time. So that's why we bring our specials back, or the popular items, because we start getting so many requests, and we just need for everyone to know that either we just got in new quantities or we still have some in stock. And so this is where you can take advantage of something that is just a beautiful item.
Now, you need something to match that Honu necklace. So our opalite Mahina Honu adjustable ring, again, people were saying, do you still have your Honu rings with the opalite? So we had to bring it back. I think before we just featured the silver, but now we have the silver and the gold-plated over silver.
What I love about this is you've got the blue moon and then the white moon, right? The full moon. The full moon, which we've been seeing a lot,
lately.
Which has been so beautiful. It's like a flashlight in the sky.
Well, I think, when I look outside sometimes, I tell Lori, did you leave on the patio light?
I know.
Or did you leave on the light?
I know.
And she said no.
The other night we came out and it was so bright. I was confused because I was thinking, it is nighttime, right? But it was so bright, and then anyway, you just had that globe of a full moon. So that's what this reminds us of. And then, of course, the blue opalite has all those different tones and shades within it. But the key, feature of this ring is it's adjustable.
Right.
And as always, you never know someone's size. And someone will tell me, oh, back when I was in high school, I was a size 5. But that was how many years ago?
Now you have to cut your ring off.
Yes.
But it's amazing how well received these are, because they're great for keiki. They're a beautiful ring at a great price point. You want, if you're especially if you're giving something to somebody younger, you want to make sure that they're not going to lose it. So this is an item that you can feel confident about, that they could put it on and it's going to fit them.
Now, our Flower Lei Heart Pendant with pink cubic zirconia, Plumeria flower.
Now, this is a cute, we only have a limited number of these, and we brought them for Valentine's Day because we knew you'd want to give something that is affordable, or maybe you have to buy more than one. So this has that cute little cubic zirconia right in the middle of the Plumeria flower. It's about 3/4 of an inch in size, and it comes with the 18-inch adjustable chain too.
Right.
So we're always looking for new items, and this is a new item that we featured just kind of for the month of February.
Right. But even if it's not for Valentine's Day, I think this would be a great gift
year-round, yep.
for birthdays, anniversaries. You've got Mother's Day coming up, graduations. I mean, this is just...
I don't know if we're going to have them that long because these are going to probably sell out.
No, what I'm saying is you buy it now.
Oh, buy it now.
For
right.
those
right.
occasions that are coming up.
Right.
And, you know, depending on when you're seeing it in the month of February, it just makes a very sweet gift showing your love to someone. And, you know, it's just anybody would enjoy wearing this, I think. And I love the movement of the Plumeria, as you can see, that it hangs in the middle.
Now, we're going to include a gift box, as we do with all our items, so you don't have to worry about going out and finding that perfect gift box. That is the worst when you have to go out there. We bought an item the other day and it didn't have one, and I thought, what am I going to do?
I know. Now, our koa wood tungsten ho'omana bracelet.
Another great item that we featured. I didn't realize it.
I know. So many people love this and
they're back in stock.
Told us, please bring it back, you know, as soon as you can. And we had men, I did have someone, more than one, where they ordered one and then they said, I love it so much, I'm going to order a second one. And I thought it was for a gift, but it was a gift to themselves. And they wanted to actually stack and layer it.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Now, I want to point out, this has magnet therapy buttons on the back that you just saw. But that inlay of koa, the great thing about koa is it's kind of a one-of-a-kind piece.
Yes.
Depending on which one you get, you might get a lighter koa, you might get a darker koa.
The different grains.
Yeah, the different grains you could see. But this is paired with that tungsten, which is going to hold up to anything. It's a nice piece. It feels very nice on your wrist.
Yes.
I think you're really going to love it. If it's a gift, this is a perfect gift because it is one of those items that you don't have to slip over your knuckles.
Yes.
This has a hidden clasp to it, but it looks really beautiful on, especially if you keep it nice and polished. Sometimes, you know, when you're doing a lot of things, it might get smudges, but just run a t-shirt over it and you'll have no problem. But the ordering process is so fast and it's easy. So you could log on to www.showcasehawaii.tv, or you can give us a call at 888-965-7467
or 808-892-3337.
Well, we hope you're able to get in on one of these great deals today.
The ordering process is so fast and so easy, so log on to showcasehawaii.tv.
Thanks for watching.
Bye for now.